You see, gratitude is at the core of the way people feel about themselves. It's one of the key reasons why people are successful. Now, you might ask, how does gratitude lead to success? Well, let me tell you, gratitude has a direct and indirect effect on your mood. If you're not grateful for things that are already in your life, then it means you can never be satisfied about anything that comes your way in the future. I mean, just think about that for a moment. If you're not grateful for things that are coming your way now, what's the likelihood you're going to be grateful for the things that come your way later on in your life? I mean, it's just not going to happen. And if it does, then it's going to be very short-lived. So it's important to start being grateful for the things that are already coming your way as of now. If you're not satisfied, then that's going to be a real barrier to entry for being happy. So what's the chance of an unhappy person? Let me ask you this. What's the chance of an unhappy person being successful? Or even holding on to their success if they've achieved it? I mean, do you feel like setting the world alight when you're down and depressed? You see, success is bred through being happy. And happiness comes from being satisfied. Satisfaction grows out of gratitude. Yeah, sure. It's really important to realize that when you don't have gratitude for things in your life, then your mood gets directly affected by your brain and your gut. So your happiness is controlled by chemical releases. Your brain releases something called dopamine. Now, dopamine is associated with the sense of achievement. Now, if you're not a grateful person, then the brain interprets that as, I'm not achieving very much, which has the effect of reducing dopamine levels, which in turn leads to unhappiness and possibly even depression. You see, there's also another chemical which is mainly released by your gut called serotonin. Now, this is a feel-good chemical. This also gets reduced when you have a lack of gratitude. Well, there are certain things in life that are the enemy of gratitude. Number one is a victim mentality. Is one of the biggest enemies, in fact. Blaming things on your age. You could say, I'm too old, I'm too young, not enough qualifications or education, my parents, Brexit, Theresa May, Donald Trump, or not enough money, my boss treats me unfairly. You can find a million things to be ungrateful for. These all contribute to what I call anti-gratitude. The second is envy or jealousy. You see, when you're envious of others, you're communicating certain things to yourself. You're communicating that you haven't got enough, or worse still, if you're jealous, then you're communicating to that everyone else has got what you want. You see, when you keep thinking these thoughts, then you're communicating to yourself that you're an unfortunate person. And guess what? You're going to breed more of. Well, the first thing you'll notice is higher levels of self-esteem. With high levels of self-esteem comes greater confidence, which enhances mood and happiness. You see, when you're in a positive mood and happy, you start taking and approaching life's problems from a position of strength. Suddenly, those problems seem to be a lot smaller and easier to handle. You also start getting a lucky feeling. And when you get that lucky feel about yourself, guess what you're going to produce more of? Well, look, if you want to increase your gratitude, then start living as of now. I mean, look, we've got 5 keyboards into our body. There are sense of vision, sound, feeling, taste and smell. Start using them consciously. Look for the amazing things around you. Hear the birds singing, take note of the beautiful greenery of the grass in the park. Visit an art gallery, immerse yourself in culture. Wherever you are in the world, there's a number of things amazing going on around you right now. Appreciate them. Appreciate the people who you come into contact with. Let them know that you appreciate them. That will have a profound impact not only on you, but on the people around you too.